We're going to look at 135 defense from point of view of the weaknesses of the policy itself in terms of positioning and spaces, and then the encouragement of poor individual technique and positioning that results from this policy. In this clip, we see the one defender, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on a tap off. Immediately before the game has begun, we can see that the policy has resulted in players over defending. So here the winger is essentially in front of the link defender, and there's a very large unmarked, undefended space on this side here. The same applies to the winger on this side and the link in the middle. They're all close together. The second problem, talking about over defending, is that now the winger 1, middle 3, and the link 5, all three push up on one attacker essentially, which means that when the ruck occurs, we have 3 players high at the ruck. There's those 3 players, and essentially 2 isolated defenders, a link in the middle. We also note that this middle who affects the touch has weight on the front foot, turned body position. They've turned inwards or outwards in this case, turned their bodies completely, caught at the ruck, crossed their feet, which means they are unable to get back on side early and rejoin the defensive line. So there's the space here and the space over here which the other team has to fill. At the ruck as well, we still have 3 players up high, so there's a lot of pressure on these 2 defenders here to cut down the next touch. They both push up, links pushed forward, middle's pushed forward into the trying to cut off the running lines here from the attacking player. However, all these players are either pushing forward or still retreating and still offside, which means that there's no coherence and there's no connection in the defense line. Although this player's come forward, he's overcommitted, weight on the front foot. This player is still recovering, body facing to the outside, he's not square. This player is squared up nicely, which is good, but is still offsides, so he's busy retreating. This link is pushed up, is isolated as well in an offside position. Winger number 1 also still feeling pressure, so it's very tight, and so there's a like over defending going on here. The inside pass here again isolates this defender who made the first touch, which allows the attacking player to run at them and into the space. And once again, you have 3 defenders high at the ruck, and a lot of over defending as this winger feels the space here, and it feels like they need to come in, turn body positions. So 3 players up in the ruck, very few players on side. As you can see, it's abundantly clear that not only is the policy itself faulty to inside passes on second possession, but there's a number of individual weaknesses of players turning body position, getting caught in the ruck, having weight on the front foot, not getting separation and not staying square.